The Windtrace event was one of the first I recorded, and I enjoyed it a lot, disguising myself as various things and trying to hide from the hunting ones that wanted to catch me. And at least a year after the last one, I think it's a year, Windtrace is back. That's the good news. The bad news is I read in the forum, in the site from Genshin Impact, that they made a lot of changes, most of which are not well received by the community. They added something to make it, I guess, different, more exciting. I don't know what they were thinking. Yodayo? No, it's not Yodayo. It's Hoyoverse? Mihoyo. It's Mihoyo. They added some things like having to repair stuff and to work with your members, with your team, to survive, something like that. Reminds me of some creepy survival horror game that I saw at some point, where there was a killer who tried to catch them and they had to restart generators and something like that. I don't know what it did to our favorite Windtrace event, but it doesn't seem to be the same. And I have yet to test it, so this is going to be my first try with a new Windtrace event, and let's see if it's fun or if it's just a confusing, disappointing mess. With that said, I still need to check the descriptions. Windtrace, Seekers and Strategy. The game that passes down Mondstadt's history has been ruined. Windtrace is open once more in a new and despised form. Play as the resisting rebels and evade capture by the hunter sent by the aristocracy by competing against one another in the contested zones until the hour of the hunt ends, and obtain Windtrace coins during the game to earn various rewards. Event details. Those are the stages where I can earn lots of primogems. Those are mainly what I'm after for wishes. Game preview. Yes, you seem to be able to pick from different maps. Change map, yes. If you don't want to play certain maps, I think you can deselect something and then you keep playing the same all over and over again, I guess. I haven't tested it yet. But I like some variety in my life, so I'll keep it the way it is. Those are the different ways to earn credits, those tokens from the event. I don't know why some of them are red. Maybe they're... right, they are the rebels and they are the other group. I see. Or something like that. Those are the two different groups you can play. Red versus blue. Windward Awards. Oh, this is interesting. Hunter and Rebel. Red, blue. And they have various skills. It's random, I think, if you are a hunter or a rebel. There's nothing to choose from here. Windward Art will replace your elemental skill. You run faster for 30 seconds. Disguise. The classic one, the most fun and entertaining one. Randomly be disguised as one of the specialized objects. And here, enter hidden mode. Be invisible for a certain time, okay. Or I can pick concealing beacon. Place a concealing beacon which, while close to the beacon, the rebels will be invisible and cannot be discovered. With this you help the members. Does it count for you as well, or only for others? Users capture on the concealing beacon, they will have the vision obscured. If the hunter uses capture on the beacon, obscured. That's a good thing. I think. And transparency. During this time you cannot be discovered by the hunter. Enter this mode. 30 seconds cooldown. This here has 45 seconds cooldown. I think this one is more useful. I'll pick this one. Even if the game suggested that I take the other. Hunters. Hunters have 3 different skills. Briefly show all directions. It's like trophy hunting. And Shade Catcher Beacon. Places a Shade Catcher Beacon on the ground that lasts for 30 hours. No, not really. It will activate when a rebel steps into its effect radius and give the hunter an alert. It's an alert device. The rebel who activates the beacon cannot disguise for a while. Up to 2 beacons can be existing simultaneously. If they walk into the radius, they are visible, or at least you know where they are. Sounds interesting. Way more useful than this one. Scout a fixed area around yourself. This is also a classic one from before. You will be notified if the area contains a rebel. If a scouted rebel moves, sprints or jumps, a marking pillar of light. Yes, this is the one I love. Yes, I'll pick this one. Keep it classic. Dispel the disguise of nearby rebels and capture them. Yes. Ooh, 3 different skills over here. Inside. Disguises. No, dispels the disguises. This is the one I know, yes? Imprisoning curse. Randomly dispels the disguise of a rebel and restrains them for 40 seconds. Ooh, this is evil. During the time, the target will be unable to leave the restricted area. Who thought this is fun? What are you supposed to do? You just sit there and wait to be catched. Okay, this is stupid. Maybe there's a workaround for this, but this doesn't look fun. Causes one's position to disappear from all rebels minimaps and marks the unseen pursuit effect lets. While this ability is active, the hunter gains movement speed. Lasts 20 seconds. I mean, if I want to win, I'm obviously going to pick this one. Even if it doesn't seem to be fun for the one affected. Okay. I'm going to give Yoimiya some screen time for this one. Current Windtrace coins. The maximum amount of Windtrace coins obtained will increase by 1000 for each of the 6 days. Yes, I'm a bit late for the show. Obtained favor. Go to game. Yoimiya! I wanted to see her play with the fireworks. But I missed a chance, so I'm going for... No, I will see her fireworks. Hanabi. Aww. Now we'll get the event. It's really a shame that I don't really use Yoimiya. She's one of the 5-star characters I have, but she's just inferior to Hu Tao, especially when it's about groups. I will say though, she's quick. Oh, she shoots many times. Ooh, nice effects. I really need to use you more often, Yoimiya, but you have terrible crowd control. You're not good against groups. Whee! And she has this one. The aiming 3 bolts. Chetta! And here we are. Something about Kaze. Wind. Why, hello, hello. We meet again. What a fortune. Okay. Who are you? You're that Windtrace guy. It's Gigax. But you're not wrong. And it's one, and it's not. As if I'm upset that Windtrace is more famous than I am. So that's who you are. Oh, I remember now. I made Paimon's voice. I imitated it. You say that, but your expression says that you don't remember a thing. You are lying to me. How dare you? Anyway, please look over here. I'm sure you remember Windtrace at least. Windtrace at least, don't you? Didn't you give me a ton of suggestions after your previous rounds of playtesting? They were great ideas too. I have doubts about it. I've taken just about all of them on board, mixed them together. I've revised the rules and gameplay once. Oh well, several times since then. He cooked the dish for so long that it lost all flavor, not favor. To use an analogy from cooking. They won't be overly complex and weirdly worded, will they? You didn't add any weird gameplay. Oh, he did. He so did. I'm sure you'll love the new stuff. Let me give you a quick rundown. Maybe he's right. Maybe just people are complaining about Mihoyo for nothing, but I will figure it out along the way. First off, I've introduced something called the signaling device in this brand new version of Windtrace. As long as the rebels can activate 4 such devices, they'll defeat the hunter and emerge victorious. This is the part that gets most people. That annoys them into oblivion and back. Whereas the hunter, well, nothing's changed there. If they manage to capture all the rebels, they win. But in this version of Windtrace, when rebels get caught by the hunter, they won't be knocked out straight. Instead, they'll be kept in what's known as the Twilight Zone. After waiting a bit, or with the help of other rebels, they can escape from this Twilight Zone and carry on playing. Did they copy this from Fortnite and similar games where you can get revived? This is stupid. But if a rebel who's previously been caught gets caught a second time, there's no coming back from that. Sounds a little complicated. So many new rules. Don't worry, I had fun making them up, so you will have just as much fun as playing them, I assure you. During Windtrace, Seekers of Strategy, you can play as either the rebels or the hunters. The hunter not only possesses faster movement speed and greatly decreased stamina consumption, but can also use extremely powerful windward arts to seek out their position, expose disguises and more. As for the rebels, they can use their windward arts to disguise themselves as specific objects on the map. Place bait, jailbait, hopefully not, or temporarily enter a concealed state. Placing jailbait. How silly of me. The first time each rebel is captured by a hunter, they will be detained. Oh. Once other rebels can also approach this. Oh, so this is the detainment. When a rebel has been imprisoned before and has been caught once again. I really don't like this detention system where you can be brought back. It just makes everything longer. There will be 6 signaling devices in each contesting zone. Rebels cannot be disguised or concealed when close to the signaling device or repair zone. They stay visible, exposed to the hunters. Rebels must repair these devices while avoiding the hunter's pursuit. So, if I were a hunter, I would probably try to stay around the devices. I think. The hunter must stop the rebels from repairing the devices, or simply eliminate them. Kill them all. Something like that. When a rebel is repairing a signaling device, the device being repaired will enter a high-speed signaling state at regular times. In this state, the device will give off a light that everyone can see, which will be marked on the minimap. It's a warning. Come get me. A signal device can be repaired by more than one rebel. The rebels will win if they repair 4 signaling devices within the limited within the time limit. If the signaling devices are not repaired in time, the hunter will be victorious. If no rebels on the field can operate freely, what does EG mean? All the rebels have been captured or eliminated. The hunter will earn an early victory. I will never earn one. In this wave of Windtrace Secrets of Strategy, you can play alone or matchmake with other friends to obtain Windtrace coins. If you play a match-made game with up to 2 other friends, you will all play on the rebel team. I don't have friends on this game. Well, technically I have ordered, I think, 2 people from more than a year ago, but there's no real contact with others in this game. At least not for me. If you have a match using a pre-made group of 4 players, or have reached the current players will not net you anymore Windtrace coins. In that case, I'll have a go. Oh, don't worry, it might sound complicated. Okay, I have read this. Sure, this way, please. It's your way to suffering. I can enjoy a bit of the map design. There's a mask, some flags, and flyers. Windtrace is open once more. You will be unable to obtain Windtrace once you have